Hello, I'm doing a ranking video for The Sims. I already tried this once and my audio would not play, so now I have to do it again because the file was all corrupted. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm still trying to figure this stupid stuff out, so excuse me if my attitude seems, for lack of a better word, bitchy. I'm kind of annoyed. It was like 25 minutes and now I have to do it again. Anyway, so I thought it would be fun to have a Sims ranking video just so you guys could get an understanding of kind of what my favorite Sims are, what I think are the best Sims, what I think are the best Sims, not what are the best Sims games. The Sims is a game that I love. It's my favorite game ever. I play it every day. I really, really enjoy it. And the fact that I see content creators making careers out of it, it's so exciting. Like, to think that you do something that you love so much like that and make a career out of it, I think is awesome. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing The Sims. But first, I thought I'd start with a ranking video because ranking videos, they're fun. It might actually be better if my audio or my headset is on too, because right now I'm still in the early stages of making videos, so I don't have a microphone or anything. You might actually hear me a lot better. You might actually hear me better than you'd wish to. Sorry. Anyway, let's get to it. So I have 9 games in total to rank for The Sims. It's all for PlayStation 4. It's all for PlayStation. I've never played The Sims on PC. I probably never will. I'm already set in my ways. I really don't want to learn. I'm already a computer phobe enough as it is to try to even start playing any games on the computer. Not gonna happen, all right? It's PlayStation or nothing. You know, it's like it's Nerf or nothing. It's PlayStation or nothing. So anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna go from my least favorite to my favorite, and also take this with a grain of salt. Just because I have a least favorite Sims doesn't mean I think the game is bad. I have all of the Sims games that are available for the PlayStations, so I like them all. This isn't in any way to trash on any of the games or to trash on PC. It's not. That's just my preference, and this is just all my opinion. So my least favorite Sims game is one you're not going to agree with. It's The Sims 3. I know. I know. Trust me, I know. But for me, as a console player, The Sims 3 is a nightmare. Um, I still love The Sims 3. Before The Sims 4 came out, I played The Sims 3 every day. I was always playing it. That is one thing The Sims 3 has over The Sims 4. I never got bored when I played The Sims 3. The Sims 3 has so much to do. There's so many careers. It's a good game. The issues I had with it for console players, or for a console player such as myself, is I could never get past week 30. My game would crash. I got the saving glitch so many times. Um, I could never progress from there. So I never got to play like a long term game. I never got to play like a generation style game. I never got to do that unless I wanted to do it really fast, which I don't. Whenever I play The Sims, I either turn aging off or I put it on epically long. I like playing very long term, especially with my families. So that was a big problem for me to not even be able to finish playing the game. That's why The Sims 3 ranks so low for me. Also, I don't know about you, but I think they're ugly. I think the Sims are ugly in The Sims 3. However, I do really love the color wheel. I loved that we could create patterns. I could like create vans for my characters, which is like all I wear in real life. So that I really liked. That is great. If they could do that for The Sims 4, I would love to have the color wheel and the pattern thing and like all that kind of stuff. That would be super great. So number 8 is kind of weird, but it's actually My Sims Kingdom. I know you're probably like, what? You're putting those? No Sims game is going to be left behind in this video. I like My Sims Kingdom. It's cute. Um, I don't like it better than My Sims, but I do like it a lot. And I love how you get to travel. I'm looking down at the case. That's why I keep looking down. I do like how you get to travel in it. You get to go to a lot of really cool places, a lot of cool lands. I loved the little fairy land, like, and then you get to go to DJ Candy, her like, Candy Palooza, is that what she called it? It's just really cute. It's basically My Sims, but just medieval. So there's really not a whole lot to say about it. So for number 7, I have The Sims, the original Sims. I got this when it first came out. A friend of mine actually bought it for me. His name was Robert. He said he really thought I would like this game. He had no idea that this would become my gaming life, basically. It still holds up to this day. I put it in the other day for my daughter to play, and it runs really smooth. The mom is hilarious. If you haven't played The Sims for PlayStation, you should, just for the mom. She's hysterical. I think this one has Mimi. Anyway, I really like it. It's really fun still. It's really basic. You know, you just have like your skills, your job. It's a story mode. There's no free play on the first Sims. I don't think there is anyway for console users. So it's all story mode. But you can, you know, play for as long as you want in a household without completing the story if you don't want to move on. It's really fun. I love it. It's the start of my obsession, and I've never gave up the game since. I played the Sims games until there was a new one. I just played them into the ground, and that's the one that started it. I really like the first Sims. So for number 5, I have The Sims 2. This is, even though it's number 5 on my list, this is the greatest Sims game ever made. It is. See that? There's the creative mode, which the Sims weren't very attractive. But there was finally free play mode in this one, so I got to do that. And when I first played free play, I was like, what is this? Because I was so used to story mode. You know, a console player, we're used to having a game, not really an open world one. At least me. That's how I was when I played. I also really love The Sims 2 because it's multiplayer. Me and my husband used to play it, and he doesn't like The Sims. He doesn't play it, but he would play that with me, even though most of the time he just wanted to flirt and, you know, sleep together. Pretty much that's all he wanted to do. But we still had a lot of fun playing. It's got so much life. It's got so much character. I remember the first time I got abducted by a UFO. I didn't know if I was coming back. I thought I was dead. It's the first time I ever got eaten by a cow plant. So just so many of the things that we know about The Sims now, I learned in The Sims 2. There's lore, you know. I know Bella Goth was in the first one, but she wasn't in the PlayStation. She was in the second one. She's everyone's queen. I love Bella Goth. So you get to meet her. I remember seeing her. Oh, she's so pretty. Was she in the first one? She might have been in the first one. I don't remember. But The Sims 2 is definitely the best Sims in the whole series. It's good. So number 4 on my list is The Sims Bustin' Out. This game is... I love this game. I really love this one. I actually played this more than I played The Sims 2. It's got a story mode, but at the same time, it does kind of have like a free play style to it. Just had kind of a really groovy vibe going on to it. I personally just like it more. I know it's not a better game than The Sims 2. I know none of them are better games than The Sims 2, but this one I did enjoy more. So now we're in the top 3, and number 3 for me is The Sims 4. I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me. You think I'm out of my mind. I don't think this is the best game in the series. I do, however, play this one every day as of right now. This is the funnest for me at the moment, I guess. It's the most up to date. It's the build mode's great. Building for The Sims 4 is the best thing about it. I love building. I hated building in The Sims before this. Since this game came out, this is the best building game out of The Sims, hands down. It's super easy, even though I know The Sims 4 has got a really bad reputation going on with it now. A lot of the Sims YouTubers that I follow, which is Carl's Sims Guide, he's not happy. Plumbella, she definitely will tell you her opinion on the game. Delagrasse doesn't really seem to have a lot of bad things to say. She genuinely likes the game, and I really do too. I think it's fun. I do think it's more lifeless than the other Sims games. Here's an example. I had an affair on my Sims husband, and he found me in bed with the other guy. Went outside, kicked the trash can over, then came inside and had lunch with the guy I was having an affair with, and they were friends by the time he left. That's just not... What? In The Sims 3, if you had an affair, your children hated you, your spouse obviously hated you, you got divorced, it destroyed your family, you had to rebuild your relationship with your kids, and if you wanted to have a good relationship with your ex, you had to work on that, and it took a long time. I remember when I got divorced in The Sims 3, it felt really devastating. I was like, oh, I have to make up so much groundwork. And just the fact that your kids hated you after that too. That sucked. And in The Sims 4, your kids, they don't even care. Like, I don't know. The Sims 4 has a lot of issues. This is not a video to rag on The Sims 4. It's really not. Obviously, I really enjoy it. I play it every single day. I do make fun of it a lot while I'm playing it, but I do still play it. I do still get the expansions from here to there. Now, to be fair, the last expansion that I bought for The Sims 4 was... And I mean, newest. It might have been University, honestly. I can't remember. I didn't get Snowy Escape. I certainly didn't get the Star Wars one. It might have been University, which I love, by the way. Really, really good. The clothes in University are like the best. Oh, and just a shout out to Get Together. Most underrated expansion pack in the whole game, and the best, by the way. But yeah, I do like The Sims 4. I might make a video on it, of the problems that I have with it, and the pros and the cons for it. I think what the Sims community that really has issues with The Sims 4, why we complain and why we can't seem to move on, is because a lot of us are long-term Sims players. I started playing in 2002, I think it said that Sims 1 was the Sims, the original one for PlayStation, was out. So I started playing in 2002. That's a long time. That's a lot of my, gaming life. And to see The Sims go from what it was to what it is now, and knowing what it can do and how amazing it is, it's a shame. Like I said, I'll make a separate video for The Sims 4, the issues I have with it, also the great stuff about it later. I don't want this to become just a Sims 4 video, so let's move on. So number 2 is the herbs. I love the herbs. If you haven't played the herbs, play the herbs. It's so good. Oh my gosh. It is pretty basic, but a whole lot of fun at the same time. I love the districts. Neon East was my favorite district. Wait a minute. I'm not centered. This whole time I haven't been centered, and you guys didn't tell me? I love the build items. There was like this leopard print couch that I just adored. I love the hairstyles, and I love the clothes, and I just love... Did I mention how much I love the districts? Just so fun. There's a skate park district, and there was a district that made me fall in love with the Black Eyed Peas. There was like a rich people district. It was just so fun. I really love it. It's got a really special place in my heart. It's probably top 10 of like my favorite games of all time. If you haven't played it, you should. You should. It's so cute. It's just so fun. I put so many hours into that game. Definitely one of my favorites. And number one is The Sims Castaway. I love The Sims Castaway. I can't tell you how much I love it. I can't tell you enough how much I love it. It's such a good game. You know how when we first start a game, it's like you start from the ground up, you got barely any money and your house is really tiny and you're single, you don't have a job, whatever. In The Sims Castaway, you literally have to start with nothing. You crash onto this to the beach. You have to build your house from scratch. You have to find wood. You have to find palm fronds. They would have these insane lightning storms that would destroy your house. If you're hungry, you have to either eat fruit, which doesn't do a whole lot for your hunger, or you have to find and kill your own animals. Like I had to kill a pig. It was so scary when I first tried. You fish with spears to try to get your fish. Um, your clothes get ragged over time, so you have to make like your own fashion clothes from the jungle. You could make bracelets, and your hair gets long, and your skin gets darker because you're out in the sun, and you lose your shoes. It's just so fun. You build a boat to travel to different locations. I love Sims Castaway. It is the funnest. It is my favorite. It also has there's a I really like the outdoors as well. And that's why I think in The Sims 4 like Jungle Adventure and Outdoor Retreat are some of my favorite expansions. And I think that's because I like outdoorsy stuff and I loved Castaway for that. Obviously you're outdoors the whole time. There's also caves where you go in to explore. And if you've played My Sims and you've played, like when you go to Forgotten Grotto in The Sims 4, a lot of that came from Castaway. The whole getting iron and ores and mining and stuff that came from Castaway. So it's made more of an impression on The Sims than you would think. So it's really good. Play it if you haven't. It's really great. I love Castaway. So anyway, that's my list. It's really kind of fun to do these. Look forward to more lists. I think I'm gonna do a Final Fantasy one next because that's another one of a gaming series that I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite game series of all times. I'll only do 1 through 10 because I actually haven't played anything after that. Um, Other things too, maybe Disney movies. I like Disney a lot. The Disney princesses, that would be kind of fun. So, yeah, definitely look forward to it. And if you are kind of coming in and being like, well, what's with this stuff? Where's the chronic illness stuff? Don't worry, it's still going to be there. At least once or twice a week, I will update my symptoms, what's going on with my illness. Anytime something changes, I will. This is still the essence of this channel is still for those of you and for me suffering chronic illness, mystery illness, anything that's going wrong in your life. You don't even, this is a chronic illness support channel, but it can be for anything. You don't, you're feeling down or and whatever, and you want to come listen to my videos and you want to share your experiences in the comments. Also, don't forget, I do have my email address. It's sharewithmamasam@gmail.com. You can send me anything. You want to send me anything? I'm up for anything. You want to send me ideas for videos. If you want to send me, your journey, if you want to kind of share it and you want me to talk about that too. If you want to send scary stories or just gaming ideas or things you like, whatever, what you ate for dinner, I don't care. Go ahead, send it and I'll share it. I think one thing that we have to remember, those of us suffering from chronic illness, mystery illness, dysautonomia, anything like that, is we're more than just our illness. Sometimes it's easy to forget and it just consumes us, and that's all we are. We forget that we were people that had hobbies and lives before this happened. So we have to remember not to just become all about our illness, because you are so much more than just your illness, and so am I. And I have a lot of things that I enjoy. So, yeah, we're going to have fun with this channel. We're not going to just talk about being sick. But there's going to be times when we want to bitch and moan about being sick, and that's okay. We can do that. So, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Have a little bit of lighthearted fun. Look forward to more, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.